Yo, man, we right back here at ReallyTho Radio. I'm your host, B. Cole. And look, check it out, man. Here's a segment that I'm going to have called a one-on-one conversation with comedians. And I want to introduce one of my first guests for this particular segment right here, all the way from Dallas, Texas. Very funny guy. This dude and I, we worked together for the past week, man, doing some shows across the country. This brother right here, give it up for the one and only Mr. Blaq Ron, y'all. Blaq Ron in the building. How you feel, man?
Biko, what's happening, man?
I know, man. You know,
ReallyTho Radio?
That's what ReallyTho Radio. You see the question mark,
it's
right?
It's a question because it's like a TV show / radio, man. Oak Cliff, Texas is in the building. Which one is my camera?
There it is.
That's my camera. Hey, mama, we made it, baby. Look at he'll do it, won't he? He'll do it, won't
we
he?
on ReallyTho Radio. Why
man, I told my mom I was going to come to Chicago and do something with my life, and look what I did.
That's right.
With B. Cole.
That's right, man. He on the show with my man. Now, look, check it out, man. We did a comedy show at Riddle's Comedy Club.
Right.
That was my first time seeing you. And, man, automatically, I became a fan right off the bat. But not realizing that you were saying that you was a student of the comedy game before you started, because you're a late bloomer in this, and you started in 2011, right?
Right. Well, I was 25 when I started, man. But first of all, let me say I appreciate that compliment, man. That mean a lot. Coming from a cat like yourself, man, an elder statesman in the game.
Yes, sir.
For those of y'all that don't know Biko's history, this man been doing it for 2 decades. I'm talking about professionally, back when comics on Comic View used to get raw deals. Cats is getting good-ass contracts and stuff to get on TV now. Them cats was staying at the Best Western and getting like $175 a show. And they was established as comedians.
And he telling the truth, too.
So for them cats to pave the way, man, cats like yourself and all the other Chi-Town heavy hitters, all the way from Bernie Mac, the God, to, the other cats from Chi-Town, the Lil Rels, the Wildcats, the Ballheads, the Kenny Howes, the list go on and on. The Damon Williams, man, the list goes on.
We got some powerful hitters here in Chicago, man.
So hats off to everybody at the Chi. We definitely respect what y'all got going, what y'all put down in the South as far as comedy is concerned. But be on the lookout for what we doing in the South. We got some cats coming out of Texas, man, that y'all really gonna be.
Yes, sir. Now, Dallas, Texas, man, I performed. I came down there and do a show with Rudy Rush.
Right.
Now, Rudy, me and him, we started way back in the day together. Back in the day, maybe about 20 plus years. But I understand he's still down there. He's
Rudy,
he got his room. He got a room down there.
Rudy's down in Houston now, doing radio. He's got a room down there. He's doing shows at the Improv in Houston. Shout out to Rudy Rush.
Rudy Rush, that's my dude. I just wanted to
Rudy
shout
showed
you out,
me
bro.
a lot of love when I first started doing comedy. Rudy was one of the first headliners that I really opened for at like a real show.
Right.
And Rudy gave me a lot of love. Always show me love whenever we're in the same town. I see you, Rush. He always buff though, little shirt wearing ass. But yeah, Rudy is the dude, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, but man, your style of comedy, dude, it's like I can't even describe it. It's like because you come off with this pro-black persona and like, man, you really captivate your culture, and I love that about you. But at the same time, man, like I said, we did a whole room full of white people. It was probably like maybe like
six black people.
Maybe 6 black people, dude.
Maybe 8 black people.
And we did 2 shows in one night, and both shows were packed, man. And it was a total white crowd, man. And bruh, the way you had these people going, bruh, it was like, it amazed me because I thought they would be more afraid and they would fear. Just from like how you know what I'm saying, carry yourself.
Right. And they are at first.
Yeah.
Because I come up and number one, I'm over 6 foot tall, I'm dark skinned, and I'm not smiling when I walk on stage.
Exactly.
So that immediately.
When I introduced them, I was scared as hell. I was like, damn, what's up, homie?
And then
he coming to the stage and I'm like, okay.
But that's not by accident. And I have nothing but the utmost love and respect for all of the comedians that came before us that weren't allowed to be themselves, that had to smile and had to buck their eyes, just to feed themselves and take care of their families.
Absolutely.
So now that we're in an era where we don't have to buck and shuck and be minstrels, I choose not to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I got material.
And they loved you.
Yeah.
And they loved you anyway.
White people appreciate wit. Black people appreciate entertainment. So for you to be a stand-up comic as a black man, you have to have that theatrical element for the black folks. You have to be able to sing, dance, be physical. But for the white folks, you have to have a certain amount of intelligence and cleverness to your act that goes above, you know, the normal stereotypes, normal barriers that keep them from getting with us. I'm about as black as you can be, and they're about as white as you can be. But the truth needs no validation. So when I go on stage, I'm telling nothing but the truth. So you can't help but laugh at it.
Where you headed off next after Chicago?
After Chicago, I got to go back and do a couple shows in Dallas. I got a new room debuting. And be on the lookout for Cole, because I'm bringing him down to Dallas.
Yes, I got to get down to Dallas, Texas.
I can afford him, I promise you.
My boy Anvon down there in Dallas, Texas, man. Anvon was on Comic View with me when we did you mentioned it.
2000. The year was 2000. The place was New Orleans.
He brought this up, man. He brought this up.
It was Comic View Mardi Gras, hosted by Bruce, co-hosted by Reynaldo Ray. B. Cole did, I think, his 4th Comic View appearance at that time. And he did his 2nd I'm in Love with a Crackhead appearance. And this time he did the I'm in Love with a Crackhead operetta featuring my man Ant Vine, who came out in a trench coat, a wife beater, some sweatpants and Timbs, and did She's Taking Everything a la Gerald Levert, and they smashed that shit. And that's just one of the milestones that this man did in his career. B. Cole was one of the first comics that I knew that had a sign off. You know, most comics be like, all right, y'all, I'm gone, peace. He was like, all right, y'all be cool. I be Cole. And I was like, damn, that's dope, because his name is really B. Cole. I wish my name started with a B.
I didn't make that up. That's my name.
I wish my name started with a B at that time, because I'd have been like, yeah, y'all be cool. I be Ron. But that's improper English, and my parents didn't play that. Now, you had to get good grades at my mama's house. Shout out to old school parents that made cats like myself, because I think the reason why me and you are such kindred spirits is because we both come from a grown man culture.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And grown men are in short supply these days. Like, I tell people all the time, I'm an endangered species. I'm a masculine, heterosexual male.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So I am in rare, short supply out here.
Exactly. We all are.
Chicks see me, they be like, are y'all still around? It's like when you see a cat with a pager. It's like, where you find that? I mean, just to say that my back, my booty hole has never been encroached. Ever.
You say encroach.
And I can stamp that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's a difference between offsides and encroachment. Sometimes you just cross the line of scrimmage. Right. Sometimes you blow past the line of scrimmage. And these cats out here doing a whole bunch of trickery out here. And I'm not for it, but no.
But that's the society we live in, and man, you got to be careful on how you speak on things, man.
You'll lose your career by speaking your mind.
Yeah.
And our First Amendment right is free speech, and it boggles my mind that the powers that be can get on TV, they can get on media outlets, they can call us thugs when we not gangsters. They just see a pack of black children and they immediately call them thugs. They see black men wearing jeans, they call them gangsters. Mm-hmm. They see black men in the music industry, they automatically call them rappers. That boy could be a gospel singer, but because he got on jeans and he wear dreads, he a rapper. Exactly. And they can call us whatever we want, but when black public figures say something that is against the status quo, say something that's against the public opinion, they're strung up and ostracized for everybody, and I don't appreciate that. The court of public opinion these days weighs heavier than the court of law, and I don't appreciate that. I mean, they called Bill Cosby a rapist over 100 times on TV. This man has never been convicted of rape. But the court of public opinion say he's a rapist.
He did it.
So they just say it. They have no proof. Statute of limitations is gone on the case. Mm-hmm. So even if he was guilty, and I'm not saying that he is because I don't think that he is, Because anytime you get 37 people to get together and say the same thing, they lying.
Right. Yeah. But at the same time, if he just grew a little facial hair, he wouldn't look so guilty as he looks.
Yeah, because I mean, Bill his face is now pudding.
Yeah, slick face ass man. He can't be looking like.
But that stress is killing Bill. Yeah, if Bill got a Fetty Wap eye.
But you know, if he had a goatee. If Bill had a goatee, y'all be like, you know, he don't look like the type to do that right there.
Like Morgan Freeman. You would never say Morgan Freeman did anything like that.
Exactly, because
it's the facial hair.
Yeah, it's the facial hair, and the lines in Morgan face. He just been through everything. You
can look at Morgan's forehead and tell he ain't never took nothing. He just got thought lines. That's why Morgan played God in the last 4 movies. They can't find no other role for him. He done got typecast as God.
Yeah,
how do you do that?
Right, you can't play no other role but God. I'm sorry.
And Visa commercials. That nigga made me want to get my credit together.